Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I'm really pleased to be on this committee. Mr. Gallego missed it by an inch. And I think that veterans issues should be bipartisan issues. You and I served together in the House. We overlapped. I'm very proud to be the first CIA officer in the U.S. Senate. I'm a 9/11 baby, as they say, and was recruited by the CIA after 9/11 and did 3 tours in Iraq armed alongside the military and worked proudly for both Democrat and Republican administrations. I'm also a Democrat that just got elected on the same ballot as Donald Trump, as we talked about. So I certainly understand that Mr. Trump has the right to nominate his own people and have policies that differ than my own beliefs. I think what I care about the most is just making sure that our veterans get the care that they need and we don't strip essential programs for the sake of cutting the workforce. We talked about the PACT Act when you were in my office. I worked very hard on that bill on the House Veterans Affairs Committee. You know, the potential to expand care to 3 million 9/11 era veterans who, you know, lived near burn pits. And then the Elizabeth Dole Act that a number of folks in this committee worked on as well, which really does amazing things for mental health and expanding programs on long-term care. So can you just give me assurances that while I know it's a mandate from President Trump to cut the size of the government, that you will always speak up on behalf of veterans, not just do the bidding of someone who maybe somewhere else sees your numbers and starts to slash and burn? Because in places like Michigan, we have really expanded our staff on the VA to handle the additional veterans coming in. If we just start slashing numbers, we're going to be hurting the veterans who we just all voted and said we wanted to care for. So just a simple answer there.
Yeah, that's an easy one, because what I was told by the president is to take care of our veterans. We're going to take care of our veterans, and I said earlier in this hearing that we're not going to sacrifice the veterans' benefits to do a budget. And I think these are the consequences we have. Efficiencies can be found everywhere, as you and I talked about in the office, but we've also got to make sure we're doing our mission. I wouldn't go to a place in which we're not doing the mission. The mission is the veterans.
I just, I know there will come a time, there always is when we're cutting things, that you will have to push back and say, this is what that's going to do to care. And I have to, you know, you're going to pledge an oath to the Constitution here soon, not to any one president. On the issue of veterans benefits, do you believe that you have the ability to change someone, you as VA secretary, if confirmed, would have the ability to change the discharge status of any one veteran?
That's not under my purview to change.
Yeah. And do you believe that a veteran's benefits can be cut based on personal or political beliefs?
No, Senator, that is not a criteria for cutting a benefit. A benefit is earned and based on the criteria that is set before. It's not a political belief. There's not a litmus test that you would work there.
I really hope we stand for that, because even when we deeply disagree, right, with a veteran's actions, their service and their discharge status is determined based on their moment that they serve the country, whether we like their views or not. That's why we never had the veterans' benefits, as I understand it, taken away from people like the January 6th protesters, even when they were convicted. Similarly, we're watching right now senior people from the U.S. military and Coast Guard be removed from their jobs on Mr. Trump's first day. I just want your assurances that you're not going to change their veteran benefits that they earned if the discharge status is what it is from the Department of Defense.
I think encouraging and not going down a path that we've talked about are hypotheticals here. I think the DOD is lists out when it comes to the veteran and coming to the VA itself, the veteran comes with the benefits that they've earned through their service and how they get to us. We'll take care and make sure that the veteran is taken care of with their status when they get here. The issues you're talking about from DOD, we're going to take care of them from the veteran perspective.
Okay, I just think that we go down a dangerous road as a country if we say that a veteran has served, they get their discharge papers, they've done their service of the country, and then regardless of what political views they have, whatever they say or do after their service, they're then retroactively punished through their pension, through their VA benefits. I think that's a dangerous path for Democrats and Republicans, and I don't want you to be the first VA secretary to go down that. So I'll rely on you to stand in the breach on that one. And with that, I yield back my time.